Good morning, Kevin John with ABC 10. Here I am right off of 2nd Street, parallel to I-5 southbound right now. We just arrived on the scene about an hour ago. I'm gonna turn things around right here so you guys can take a look. But what we know at this time, there is a fatal accident. This happened at around 5:45 this morning. The driver inside that vehicle was shot and killed by someone else. There's no information that we have right now on a suspect or suspects. As you can just see, a heavy investigation team assessing everything right now. What we do know is if you are heading down I-5 southbound, expect long delays. Traffic is backed up for miles heading back out into Natomas. But once again, for those that are just tuning in, this is right near Q Street, I-5 southbound. A fatal accident. Driver was shot and killed in that vehicle right now. CHP tells us that an officer saw the car abandoned on the side of the freeway around 5:30 this morning. When the officer went over to the vehicle, that's where he noticed that the driver was in there with gunshot wounds, suffering from gunshot wounds. He shortly died thereafter, but there is a lengthy investigation going on. CHP telling me that they will be here all day for several hours. Also, I want to show too, as you can see out in the distance there, it's only one lane that is available. Only one lane that is available on the other side. Otherwise, it's pretty much just a standstill up in this area. But let me zoom in right there. Let me actually walk around to the other side so you guys can take a look at what's going on here. So once again, this is right off I-5 southbound, right near Q Street, and you'll see the vehicle. I'll wait because they're shooting something right there, so I'll wait until they get there. But as you can see, they have the police tape set up pretty much within, I would say, maybe a 400-foot radius of where we're at right now. As soon as they're done with their live shot, I'll go over there and give you guys a closer look at what everything looks like. But once again, this happened at around 5:45 this morning. The driver was shot and killed. We were being told that the driver is an adult male. And there were multiple gunshots on the side of the vehicle that riddled his car. You guys, okay. So, okay, they just wrapped. So I'm gonna go over here right now to give you guys a closer look at what everything looks. So the vehicle, as you can see, is the 4-car vehicle, the sedan, the 4-door vehicle right there, right next to the CHP car. That is the vehicle where the shooting and the deceased driver is at. But once again, if you look out in the distance, you can just see the traffic and how backed up it is on I-5 southbound. I advise any drivers or any people heading to this area just to steer clear and head away. You will be waiting for hours. So once again, this is I-5. I'm gonna turn this around real quick for anybody. So once again, for anyone that just tuned in right now, I'm right off 2nd Street. This is I-5 southbound right here behind me. What we do know is at around 5:45 this morning, driver in that vehicle was shot and killed. We don't know whether or not he was shot right off the freeway and he tried to pull on the freeway, or if he was indeed shot on the freeway. But however it played out, his vehicle stopped right here. And we do know there was just one person that was in the car. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. I'll turn this back around so you guys can take a look at it. Once again, this is I-5 southbound, right near Q Street and J Street. Anyone that is taking this area to work or just to wherever you may be headed, I highly advise that you steer clear. This is an investigation. This investigation will be going on for quite some time. But once again, that is the vehicle right there that was involved in the collision. I'll see if I can get to the other side. Somebody asked, what kind of car is it? I cannot tell. I will try to walk around so that so as you can see here, I can't see what kind of car it is. We just know that it was a It looks like a Honda. I can't tell what kind of vehicle it is, but it's a Ford silver car. All right. I see there's quite a few questions coming in, so I'll try to answer them. In regards to witnesses, the CHP officer tells me that there were quite a few witnesses that did see the car when it spinned off, but it did not see who shot the suspect or suspects, whoever shot at the vehicle. That is unclear at this time, but there were witnesses who did see the car veer off to where it landed at a standstill right now. I'm sure they will be looking at surveillance cameras in the area to see if they can get anything from there. But once again, this happened at around 5:45 this morning. So let me turn this back around so you guys can take a look at it. Let me get out of your way here.
Done.
Oh, you are? Okay. So once again, guys, just want to let you know this is I-5 southbound. There's very limited information we have at this time. We just know that the driver was shot and killed, and this is where his vehicle ended up at. There will be an investigation going on for several hours. So once again, just want to encourage any drivers to stay away from the area. It is that vehicle right there. I have a question. Was the driver, Liz says, was the driver the only person in the car? That is correct. There were no other passengers in the vehicle. It was just the one passenger in the car. All right, I'm gonna try to turn this around here.